Welcome to our practice. My name is Dr. Steve Wolfe. I've been practicing in this office for a little more than 10 years. I've been in Iredell County for 17. I've been in practice for 19. And I'd like to introduce you to how you come to our office and why it's different. A lot of people I tell, you gotta see our office and you'll know why it's different. It's very hard to put it into words. So come on down and let's have a little tour of how you come on in. Welcome. So this is where you come into our office, and the first thing we wanted to do is make it different. We don't want it to be like a doctor's office. I'd like your experience to be one that's different. I feel like in addition to your health care, your experience while you're here plays a huge part in your health care. So we've tried to make things colorful and bright. We don't like beige. I don't like flower, pieces of art. We've all been to offices that are just boring and dull, and I think there's an impact to your care because I think it makes you more nervous when you're in a place that is boring and dull. So we want you to feel like you're not in a doctor's office. Sometimes I want you to feel like if you're seeing me that I say, no, really, I'm a doctor. And though I am, it's okay if you don't think that I am. It probably puts you more at ease. So when you first come in, one of our great staff is going to check you in and do all stuff that we have to do as far as insurance and your copay cards and all the stuff that the world makes us do. And we're going to try to get you into an exam room pretty quickly. And we're going to come on in through to the back of the office where we're going to see you. We can come on in here.
It's been a while since I've had.
And this is our reception area. And I contacted Chick-fil-A after we did it, and I tried to see if I could get free Chick-fil-A sandwiches for life, but they wouldn't even come in and check it out. I honestly think that I should get free Chick-fil-A sandwiches for life. When you come into our office, one of our great staff will assist you. Miss Holly, Miss Christy, Miss Julie, and they're going to do their best to check you in an efficient way and get all the information that we need. They're also the face of our practice when people call up, and the same thing, we're going to try to get you a visit in an efficient way. Miss Jennifer, one of our physician assistants, one of our excellent providers. And so now you're checked in, and we're going to have some fun. Come on back. So we have kind of two hallways, and we have this area where our clinical staff work, Ms. Cashel, and one of our clinical people is going to bring you back into an exam room. And this is Miss Lori and Miss Mabel. If you're mean to them, they have big fat needles. Okay, well, actually they do, but they're only going to use the tiniest of needles for you. Lori and Mabel both been with me a long time. They're superb. I think they go out of their way to provide a peaceful, comfortable environment. I think a lot of patients have fears when they come to our office. They have fears that they might have skin cancer. They have fear that we're going to do something mean to them. I think one of the key features is sometimes we are going to do something that you perceive to be mean, but I truly believe you will leave our office and say, that's amazing. I didn't feel anything. And that's the experience that we want you to have. We want you to feel like it is a different experience. We respect that when you come to our office, you are probably scared. You may have a fear of needles. We think we can work with everybody to make your experience excellent. In our exam rooms, each room is different. We have art in every room. No two rooms are the same. They're all painted different colors. We've tried to do things where we can make our practice easy. We have cautery machines in every room. We have overhead surgical lighting. We do use electronic medical records. It would take about 1,000 hours of film time for me to explain how much I hate them, but we'll get over that. Nonetheless, we have electronic medical records. Every room is set up so that we can do basic procedures without having to go outside the room. We have liquid nitrogen in every room. Every room has a power table. We try to maximize efficiency with lighting and comfort, both for you, our patient, as well as for us as your providers. And again, just showing you that every room is different. A lot of patients who come back to see us sometimes say, wow, I've never been in this room. I like to play a lot with the art and photography, a lot of the things that are passions in my life outside of dermatology I like to put into my professional life. And I think that one of the things that the practice and my personal life share is I like color, I like vibrancy, I like to do things in what I think is a fun way. I'm a little bit out there, but I think when it comes down to, can I take good care of you? I'm going to do the best to take the best care of you. I'm going to treat you just like you're my family member, my neighbor, my brother, my parents. I'm going to treat you the same way that I would treat myself. So another exam room that we have. And then we'll just cross over and take another look. I'll take you back to this room. Within our practice, we have 2 exam rooms that are set up really very functional for outpatient surgical procedures. There's a lot of things we can do in the office, taking care of skin cancers, moles that look irregular, cysts. We can almost always spare you having to go to the hospital. A lot of patients may go to other practices or other specialists and sometimes do have to go for outpatient surgery at an ambulatory care center. My goal is to try to do your procedure here in the office, save you the cost, the time, and the effort, and honestly, I believe we can do it safely here and much more easily. So a very common room that we use for procedures. And then I'll take you back to my office in the back, which sometimes I get to hang out, and it's a bit messy, I must confess. Probably since the time I've been in college, neatness has not been one of my top traits. But creativity has. So a couple of the rooms in our practice are designed after animals. I've got a really good painter who I tell him, hey, Alan, I want to paint a leopard. And he paints these boards for me, and he goes, here, what do you think about this? And I go, excellent, let's do it. And I hope the next person who buys this practice or office, maybe 20 or 30 years from now, likes it, because I think this is going to be pretty hard to cover back over. But this is where I do some of my work, and I apologize for the mess. I got lots of pieces of art that there's not enough room to hang it on the walls. We have lots of goodies that we like to give patients. Some of our most recent ones. We like goofball pens. I go, now that's a cool pen, isn't it? That is cool. Now how about this? Oh, that's really cool. We just like to, we like to cut up a little bit, have fun, but we never lose the perspective. We know why you're here. You want good care, and that's what we want to give to you. But we believe that we can give it to you with fun and making it relaxed and different. There's some patients, they may not even really have a problem that they need to come in. And they go, I just wanted to come in, Dr. Wolfe. We try not to abuse that, but it's okay if you want to come in just because you love coming. We take that as a sincere way of you saying, we've done a good job at what we're trying to do. Another one of our goofy things, fake cigars. This one's a chocolate cigar. If you purchase a product from us, we even want that level of your experience to be cool, so we try to have cool bags. I kind of think every single thing we do has an impact, from the second you walk into the door to every aspect of what we do. Again, one of the things I was saying about our staff, they're superb at taking good care of you for things like numbing and making your experience truly painless or as virtually painless as possible. Come on through a little bit more. So in the hallways, I like to have some of my art. I keep some photos of my travels. A lot of the travels that I go on, I will take photos And I give out a very, very large number of photos to patients. And they're things that have sometimes impacted my life. They're things that are sometimes simply totally goofball. And I think it makes your day a little bit nicer.
I was going to do that. I can actually, so everybody can see.
Another exam room, just like I was saying earlier, that all of them are set up to have overhead surgery lights, power tables, cautery machines, liquid nitrogen device. We can access your records from electronic medical records. We have the capacity within Piedmont Healthcare that any physician you've seen, I can access their notes, their records. I can look at your blood tests. We can figure out all your prescriptions from your pharmacy. Though electronic medical records are not always reliable and sometimes more time consuming, the truth is we actually can store things in a much more efficient manner. So now that you've seen us, and perhaps we've had to do a biopsy, and we hope that your biopsy is going to be benign, we believe you're going to leave our office and say, hey, you know what? I had a great experience. The front took great care of me. The nurses did a great job numbing. When you said I wouldn't feel it, you weren't lying. We don't like to lie. We can make your experience comfortable. And as you check out in our office, one of our great staff up front is going to see you and set up a visit back when appropriate. And Miss Julie will take great care of you, both at checkout, check-in, on the phone, and we appreciate you coming to our office. If there's anything we can do to take care of you, that's why we're here. Thank you for coming on this tour to see what it's about at Wolfe Dermatology.